So, Trisha put out an apology to me. She put out a video called Apology to Ethan. And I do want to comment on this, I guess. I should comment on it. Look, first of all, let me say I appreciate the apology. I appreciate that she's making an effort to make peace with us, which I think is important. It's nice. So I appreciate that. She apologized for sharing our text messages, and she made a general apology. She apologized to the crew. Look, she said in her video, I'm going to make this apology and Ethan doesn't have to accept it. It's not that I don't accept her apology. It's that I don't want to like gloss over. I don't want to gloss over too much what went down. I mean, it's a lot for me to forgive this fast because this is a person who I considered, family, a close friend, someone I trusted, someone that we were working together with, that I had a very close relationship, someone who I was confiding in. And, as much as I understand that she has like conditions that make, processing emotions hard for her, this is somebody who I perceived as, dude, she honestly, without mincing words, was trying to like ruin my life. She was saying everything she could to attack me personally, to attack the business. I mean, she was like liking tweets that were saying I was a racist. And, these things really. And she's like, and like the whole Disneyland thing and digging up all this and like and her sister, which I know it was her sister. She put out that video, but like that, her sister doesn't just put out that video in a vacuum. That's the result of them all talking about stuff. And like, I feel like maybe I'm reading too into it, but I feel like that video her sister put out is the product of like them all circle jerking about what a piece of shit I am. Right. She said that I'm a liar. She said that I lied about her wanting to fire the crew. She said I lied about her saying that look, dude, Trisha does this thing where she goes, Trisha never explicitly said, I want to fire the crew, right? What she did say is that I only hire fans. They're not professionals. She's not comfortable being with them. And if we're going to continue frenemies, we need a whole new staff. We need a whole new crew. So did she say, I want you to fire the crew? No, but like you said everything. You did say that without explicitly saying, I want to fire the crew. Did she say I sexually harassed her? No, she didn't say that. But she said, I was making everything sexual. I was making her beauty products sexual. She was saying that I intentionally brought up this candle thing with her family on the way to Disneyland just to get a rise at them, which to me is just so offensive, bro. That's just a horrible thing to say. Like, and I feel like she really tried her app. She tried to ruin my life, my reputation, my business. And not only that, there's been a lot of heavy emotions within the family because obviously she's engaged to my brother-in-law, Hila's brother, and this is far-reaching implications with Hila's whole family. And it's been very difficult. It's been very stressful. And it's nice that she's apologizing now after trying to ruin my whole life. And if this is an apology to me, right? It says apology to Ethan. This is my apology. Oh, I watched the whole 40-minute video and I watched all 10 mid-rolls. It's like, do I have to watch 10 mid-rolls to get my apology? Why do I have to watch 10 mid-rolls to get my apology? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mid-rolls. If this is an apology to me, why do I have to watch it on her YouTube channel with 10 mid-rolls? A phone call would have been nice. She has my number. She knows that I'm open to talk anytime. She messed, you know what I mean? And she apologized to the crew. She said previously she doesn't have any of the crew's contact information. I'm sorry, but that's not true. We're all in a group chat on WhatsApp. She has everybody's phone number. She could have called them to apologize. They don't need to watch 11 mid-rolls to get their apology either. So do I appreciate her apology? Yes, it is nice and helpful just to clear the air. But is it the most personal and meaningful apology that I have to watch it on our YouTube channel with 11 mid-rolls? No. No, it's not. Frankly. I don't know. It's like, and she says stuff like, I'm over wanting an apology. I have to move on. I honestly don't know. This is someone who I've tried my best in every conceivable way to be loving and supportive and gracious. And then like the minute things went wrong this third time, I don't know. I really feel like she tried to ruin my life. And the good thing for me is because, another thing she says is, well, why did you post that final episode if it made me look so bad? First of all, you guys got to understand, Trisha put out her video before the final episode was even posted publicly. And, she's the one who told me to post it. We were talking about it privately, and she was so convinced she was right. She's like, put it up unedited and let's see who's right. And I was like, okay, maybe you're right. Maybe I'm the asshole. And so she told me to put it up. She put out her video saying things were this way. And so, of course, I'm got to put up the video so people can have the objective situation and put their own judgment from. And listen, the only thing that saved me from Trisha trying to do everything to ruin my life is the fact that all of our fights and confrontation were put up unedited on Frenemies. Because if I was like, you know what, I'm going to not air this to protect Trisha, unfortunately, that gives Trisha all the space she needs to say, well, this is what happened. This is whatever happened. And then it's my word against her. I don't want to be in that situation where it's my word versus her. The whole Frenemies experiment was like, whatever happens, happens, and this is the whole wild ride. So, like, I understand people being like, oh, you shouldn't have posted it, but if I don't post it and you guys can't see what actually happened, then she could say whatever the fuck she want. And she tried. She tried to say whatever she wanted about me. So, I'm glad she's apologized. Again, I appreciate that. But I need time before I can really, move on from this or to come to some understanding from it, because I don't know. I just think like it scares me. It scares me because this is someone who I confide in, who I consider friend and family, and someone who was, willing at the time of crisis to go out publicly and say anything about me. And I frankly can't risk, as much as I love and respect Trisha and she's so talented, entertaining, and all the great things about her, I can't risk having someone close to me in my life who was willing to just step out into the public eye and say anything about me when things go a little south. That's just not something that I can accept, frankly. And, we had fought before, but this obviously went to a new degree where she's posting our text messages. She's saying I'm a liar, I'm a manipulator. And, you know, one thing that really upset me was like her going and amplifying people going, making these whole things about like, oh, Ethan's racist or whatever stupid things I've done in the past. She's out there liking those tweets. And it's like, okay, so this has nothing to do with our fight. This is just you trying to hurt me as much as possible. I understand this. And I understand that she was hurt and she was confused and, you know, she felt trapped. But I just can't bring that. I can't invite that back into my life. I can't. For myself, for my business, for my family. I don't know. It was that whole thing. I cannot emphasize just how much it hurt me on a personal level. And I'm still recovering from it. So while I appreciate the apology, it would have been nice to get an apology where I didn't have to watch 10 mid-rolls to get it. I don't know if that's too much to ask. And listen, she can get out there and get paid and do her thing and make that paper. You know, I'm all about that thing. I always support Trisha doing her thing and getting paid. But like, is this an apology to, who is this an apology to? Is it to me? It says apology to Ethan. I think it's to me. Why didn't she call me and give me an apology? Or send me a thoughtful email or you know what I mean? Because like, it's a lot of, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, listen, I'm glad she made the apology though, in short. And, you know, that's pretty much all I have to say about it without, I don't want to, you know, that's just my honest thoughts. You guys I'm sure you guys wanted to hear it. It's very public, all this now. So, you know, I'm sure there'll be a time and place where we can reconcile, but I'm not ready for that yet. And that's about it. I mean, that's I don't know what more I have to say about it. Please buy Friend Enemies merch coming out soon. I'm royally fucked. Friend Enemies merch is coming out in like a week or two. I really need you guys to buy that shit. Oh, there was one funny thing I actually wanted to share. She managed to sneak in an attack on Gabby Hanna during my apology. Here, you guys can enjoy this. I thought it was funny.
Cycle through people quickly, and he's obviously worked with the same crew, so this has nothing to do with him. I don't want people to think that's where I'm going with this. But people, you know, underpaid dancers. There's YouTubers, you know. I know a guy YouTuber that does music videos and doesn't pay his dancers at all. And, you know, there's just people who don't respect the work that people put in, or people like Gabby yelling at the Escape the Night crew because they changed the schedule or didn't have food for her when she didn't even put in the request. You know, it's like,
Trisha, are you apologizing to me? Why are we talking about Gabby Hanna not putting in food requests? Listen, Ethan, I'm so sorry. This apology is brought to you by Walmart. Shop for less. Anyway, Ethan, I was just saying that I know I really fucked up, and I just want to apologize for sending your text message. This apology is brought to you by King Kong. Streaming now. Oh, okay. Anyway, like I was saying, like, can you imagine if I got a call and then she had like 10 sponsors during our call? Hold on one sec. Listen, I feel horrible about how everything went down. And Costco World Market on sale, 15% off. July 4th sale. Anyway, I was saying, I'm just really sorry. She's hustling though, you know what I mean? You know, everyone gotta get that on that paper chase. You know, that 5% ain't gonna fucking fill itself up.
He takes that 5%.
Those coffers ain't gonna fill themselves up. And listen, you can't get mad. That 5% meme is way too fire to drop. There's no way I'm
means
fucking
everything.
What?
5% means everything.
Yeah, this is Joe Rogan's been saying that for forever. 5% means everything. You know? So get that paper, I guess. But it doesn't feel that genuine to me. Is all I'm saying. Okay? Peace and love. I also want to say we put out a families today, Wednesday. We talked about I asked my mom to summarize the Trisha Paytas versus Gabby Hanna beef. It's the spiciest beef on the internet currently. And so, there were some insensitive remarks made about Trisha. I just want to say that that was filmed before we saw this apology. That I knew it was posted on that day. I didn't know it was even posted on that day until later in that day after we had posted the family. So I don't want it to seem like I was like, oh, she apologized. Let's, So apologies to Trisha for that, bad timing, I guess. I'll issue an apology to her with 20 mid-rolls.
Smash that like button.
Kind of like the idea of just making an apology with as much mid-rolls as possible. Can we just on this part put in a mid-roll every minute?
No, we shouldn't. That is funny, though. It's a funny idea.
And it would be like she apologized specifically for leaking all of our text messages, which is true. That was a line that she crossed where when she started posting all of our text messages, I just texted her. I said, look, Trisha, you're posting our private DMs. This is a line you're crossing that I have to discontinue this conversation now. And pretty much ended communication at that point. Because it's like, dude, I mean, if it's to that level, then it wasn't supposed to go to that level. We were friends with this. We're not. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thought there was a level of trust between us where it was like, we're not going to get to that point where you start blasting out all of our private messages. And so for me, I was like, this is not. I thought there was something sacred about our relationship where it was able to withstand the storm that happens, the storms that happen in Trisha's life, where I thought we had built something more kind of special for that reason. And so when she started posting all the text messages, I thought like, man, it really did end up in the place that I really hoped it wouldn't. Because I don't know. Yeah, it sucks. I love that show, Frenemies. I loved it. And it meant so much to so many people too that like, it's really hard to say goodbye to it. It was a special, beautiful thing that I'll always cherish. It was just, I miss it already on Mondays, every Monday getting together, seeing Trisha and Moses and filming. It's like, I miss it too. And I'm sad it's over, but like, I just feel like it's not, especially with her being engaged to Moses, it's just not, it's not healthy for the family. Seeing the way that it ended, I just, But so I was saying she apologized for the text messages. That she didn't apologize for saying I lied about her wanting to fire the crew. She didn't apologize about saying I lied and manipulated and I'm a psychotic freak. About saying her claiming that I sexually harassed her. By the way, difference between harassment and assault. Let's make that clear. So I don't know. I don't know what really she's sorry. I don't know how much she's sorry for. She didn't really specifically say. She says that she was expecting an apology from me. She got over it though. She let it go. I don't know what she wants an apology for. I don't. I would apologize if I knew. I think she thinks that I lied about her, and I don't know how that's possible. Anyway, I don't want to linger on this too long. I just want to acknowledge it. I'm happy she apologized. I'm grateful. It's nice that we can kind of like just put this whole thing to rest for now. And I need some time to recover, to make kind of like, I think what's most important is just in the background to make things functional for our families. Which is going to be hard. I'm not going to lie. It's going to be hard. It is going to be hard. Can you get a mid-roll right there, Dan? Like 2 in a row?
You got it.
Thank you. That's all. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I mean, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Okay? What can I say? You know? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I said it all, I think.